thank you to our sponsor, miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. I truly love the quality, colors, and meaning behind these zodiac sign sweatshirts, as well as the mission and purpose of the brand, which is combining the power of positive thoughts and manifestation with the highest quality clothing, styles, and fashion to keep everyday inspiration, motivation, and the energy of optimism alive in you. So go ahead and make this sweatshirt your new lucky charm and use coupon code Nadiya at checkout. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now, and this is a very important month for you. Now, on the one hand, we are going to have a very powerful solar eclipse along with the meeting in the sky of your ruling planet Venus and Jupiter. Now, that's happening at the end of the month, and there is going to be heightened energy as we move towards that particular eclipse and that divine meeting in the sky. But on the lead up there, we've got several important celestial events for you as well, which means that whereas other signs out there are just going to kind of bide their time until they get to that eclipse, for you, this entire month ends up being important and informs how it is that you realize the eclipse energy at the end of the month. So let's take it one at a time. As we begin the month, we do so on a new moon. And that new moon takes place in your opposite sign. Now, the new moon is happening hand in hand with Chiron and Mercury. And your opposite sign has to do with partnerships of all kinds. Now, that includes business partnerships and professional alliances as well. And your one-on-one alliances are absolutely going to be coming into focus at this time. New people may be coming in as well. But here's the thing, because Chiron and Mercury are there, it does suggest that there may be some sense of vulnerability at this time. There may be some sense of, as a result of the people you're meeting, you are becoming aware of your own insecurities. The key is to have people that you can talk to one-on-one, whether it's these new people or other people that you've already established trust with. But it is going to be important to have people that you can talk to, because you'll be working through some of these emotions and these feelings that very likely are very deeply rooted, perhaps even in childhood. For all that, though, your interactions with other people and the people that you're connecting with now can have a profoundly healing effect on your life. Or they may be people to whom you feel that you can bring healing to them, or they seek you out for healing. That's what happens when Chiron is involved. The healer wakes up. And sometimes that's you that realizes that you are the one who could use the healing now. But regardless, those connections can feel very powerful, very karmic. They can feel as if they awaken something very deep within you. And it's the healing, really, that helps you to feel better for the new people coming in now. Now, as you move towards the middle of the month, this is a very important moment for you. On the 16th, we are going to have a full moon in your sign. Now, normally you get one full moon per sign per year. This is your moment. And this is a time of truth. Some truth about whom it is that you are is likely going to come to the surface. Now, the great thing about this full moon is that it is speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn, which means that there's an energy of stability with you at this time as well. Now, that stability will ultimately inform a depth of understanding as to what it means to be uniquely you, what matters to you most, what matters to you first. Well, all of it is being addressed with a measure of maturity now. You may find that you've changed in some way, that you're feeling more grown, but it actually is a very positive thing. Decisions you're making now are affirming healthy self-respect that's going to carry you forward for a long time to come. I know that this energy I'm talking about, maturity, stability, It doesn't necessarily sound very exciting. Don't worry, the excitement is coming at the end of the month. But make no mistake, this is very valuable. This is a full moon in your sign. Your feelings, your truth is coming right to the surface. And where it is that your truth has been different than what you understood it to be before, well, the answers you find now, they help you to feel really good about yourself. They help you to feel more secure within yourself with an eye to the future. As we navigate to the end of the month, let's talk about the very big deal, the solar eclipse taking place. Now, this solar eclipse happening on the 30th is going to be hand in hand with Uranus. So there is a surprise a minute quality here. But it's a solar eclipse, which is a jacked up new moon, as I like to call it. So brand new beginnings really can feel like they take you very much by surprise. They come out of nowhere. These beginnings may be related to profound and meaningful truth, profound change, but they can also be related to financial matters as well. Specifically, your relationship to financial institutions is going to come into focus. Grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns or benefits you qualify for, all of that comes into focus in some way at this time. New beginnings, so this could be new sources of wealth that find you. Just know that when we have such strong financial energy, it means that the money you need is there. Sometimes you've got to navigate some spiritual lessons for them to truly reveal themselves, but they're there. Now, here's the thing to consider as well. The money you need could show up out of nowhere, out of the blue, by surprise. That's what happens with Uranus. And now, as you find a depth of revealing taking place, well, it really does spur your pathway forward in some way. It helps you to feel more connected with your unique understanding of wealth and help you to feel like you're in alignment with it or you're living it right now. That makes this a very valuable time. It's a time of change, that's for sure, and a time of you getting to some core truth that changes you from the inside out, perhaps in an instant. Now, the fact that under the light of the eclipse on the same day, we are going to have the divine meeting of Venus and Jupiter, with Venus at what the ancients called its exaltation point. Well, this is very special. Out of the entire zodiac of 360 degrees, there is 1 degree that Venus most loves to be in. And that's exactly where Venus will be when she meets Jupiter in the sky. Neptune's close by as well. So there's this overall very dreamy quality to what is playing out. Now, this meeting in and of itself is very important for you because Venus is your ruling planet. You are feeling infused with faith, infused with hope, the kind that lifts you up. But the other way to understand this energy, well, it has to do with what is happening in your daily life and bringing awareness and blessings and spirituality to your day-to-day existence, whether that's in your workplace, the type of work you're doing, the people who surround you there, or whether it has to do with how well you're taking care of you. Now, this energy can feel miraculous, especially with Neptune right there, but it can be an energy that is not stable. That's what you want to keep in mind. And so this can be a time of great happiness in the workplace, but there's a sense of flux and flow. It could be a time when new clients or customers are coming in, and this represents a lot of abundance, but it may be short contracts and such. This may be a time when it feels like there's a miraculous turnaround where it comes to a health-related matter, which is a beautiful thing. But just know that at the same time, there may be practical things that need to be put into place to ensure that positive outcomes are able to last. For all this, though, your daily life is infused with blessings, with love, with a real sense of spiritual meaning, making your day-to-day life and as you move through your smallest moments that much more rewarding. The other big thing happening under the light of the eclipse, just 2 days earlier, Pluto will stand still in the sky and officially go retrograde. And this is notable. Pluto will be at the height of its power under the light of the eclipse. Pluto is moving through the foundation of your chart, the bottom of your sky, and this is going to invite you to consider your past and your roots, in some cases your ancestors, in other cases more immediate, your family of origin. For some, this is going to invite you to truly ground yourself in a place, in a home. But for others, it's going to be finding home and a greater level of acceptance within your own body, within your own skin. But the fact that we've got all this heightened, intense energy happening, while we've got this intense energy of Venus meeting Jupiter, of this eclipse, well, it does suggest that the transformative factor of this time cannot be overstated. It is a time that can change you deeply, change you from the inside out for a very long time to come. Where it comes to matters of love, we've got two important energies here. Well, more than just two. On the one hand, we have that new moon at the beginning of the month. When we have important lunar energy in your opposite sign, it means that someone is there to help you to understand where you are in love and how you feel about it. And so meeting someone new, connecting with someone new, or a new understanding within someone you're already connected with, very possible. Feelings of vulnerability and uncertainty and exposure, very possible as well as you begin the month. And yet, as we navigate towards the end of the month, that is when we've got several important energies. So on the one hand, the eclipse itself, in addition to what I mentioned, is speaking to a part of the sky that has to do with authentic connections with others. It has to do with being vulnerable and intimacy with others. Now, what you do with it, again, always up to you to decide in light of your unique circumstances, but there may be a moment of truly bonding with another person that serves as a catalyst in some way towards more meaningful change. The most romantic day of the year is happening as well, which means that a part of you is filled with faith, that you may not necessarily be seeing things very clearly, and that's okay as well. There may be a lot of hope, there may be a lot of fantasy as you're moving towards the end of the month, and again, that's okay as well. But it's important to pace yourself as you move through this time, knowing that the stability that you seek is inside of you. It has to do with you. That's the full moon trine Saturn mid-month. And it is through love and attraction that you're going to learn some very valuable things with a month like this. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, well, chances are with that new moon at the beginning of the month, you are connecting with someone in a meaningful way, stirring all kinds of vulnerabilities within you, and that's okay as well. As long as you're talking through them, whether it's with that person or somebody else, then you'll learn to navigate the time and come to understand what you really want in love. As we navigate towards the end of the month, that really is going to be a turning point. You are feeling open and vulnerable, and there may very well be either that same person or someone new where there's a very sudden, very profound, a sense of a very fated attraction that pulls you in a particular direction. It's always up to you to decide what's right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, look, at the beginning of the month, we've got a turning point, if you will. It's either a fresh beginning with this person with an eye towards partnership, or it is a sense of you realizing that this may not be the person for you, and that's okay as well. In some way, you're clear and you're feeling like it's a fresh new beginning in the context of love. But as we navigate to the end of the month, there's this depth of desire and also a depth of truth that is stirring within you and being more vulnerable to this person that you're getting to know. For some, this surprise vulnerability will solidify the bond. But for others, in an instant, you'll realize you're going in a whole other direction. And for those of you in an established bond, well, at the beginning of the month, there is that new energy. So whether that is a new chapter with the person you love, most likely, or whether that is a sense of a renewed hope of being able to feel as if there's a new understanding, a depth of sharing that feels very welcome, that's possible as well. For a very small percentage of Libras out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, well, those feelings will stir very powerfully at the beginning of the month. But as we navigate to the end of the month, that really is a turning point. It's a moment of change, and it's all in or not. Some truth about whether it's you and your feelings or about your partner is revealed. Now, for some, what's revealed is going to strengthen and solidify the bond, help you to feel that much more closer in an instant. But for others, what is revealed has you realizing that you're ready to go in a different direction, and you may do that in an instant, very quickly, knowing you're on your own journey from here. What I love about this month for you, well, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I love that you are that much more getting in touch with some core truth within you. And it's bringing a sense of stability and certainty, thanks to the full moon in your sign speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn. That is a stabilizing moment that helps fuel self-respect. That self-respect will carry you forward and through what otherwise is going to move towards a very intense sky as we get to the eclipse. But the great thing is, with the intensity, there's also a whole lot of faith in yourself and in your future. And that is something you can count on. Well, thank you so much for watching. I do want to send a shout out to the sponsor of this month's horoscope videos, miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. Thank you so much to them. I've loved wearing their sweatshirts. I'll tell you, this is probably the most luxurious sweatshirt I've ever worn in my life. It feels so incredible, such great quality, and the embroidery is so beautiful as well. Now, if you use code Nadiya at checkout, you will get a discount. And so I hope that you will check them out. They're incredible people behind the brand. They really believe in their mission of affirming that you do create miracles in your life. And I've loved working with them. miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy. Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive videoscopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there.